Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about which Major League Baseball teams do their spring training in Arizona. Stay tuned! Which Major League sports teams do spring training in Arizona? Now, I have seen a few of the stadiums driving around. I had no idea that so many of the Major League Baseball teams did spring training in Arizona. In total, there are 15, believe it or not, 15 teams that do the spring training here in AZ. Why? Because it's actually a lot warmer here than where they're from, you know? So let's go over each team, and I actually did see one stadium, which I'll talk about when we get there. So team number one, the Arizona Diamondbacks. They do their spring training at the Salt River Fields at Talking Stick in Scottsdale. Team number two, the Chicago Cubs. They do their spring training over at Sloan Park in Mesa. Team three, Chicago White Sox. They do their spring training at Camelback Ranch in Glendale. Team number four, the Cincinnati Reds. They do their spring training in Goodyear. It's called the Goodyear Ballpark, okay? That's kind of generic, but okay. Team number five, the Cleveland Indians do their training also at the Goodyear Ballpark. Team six, the Colorado Rockies. They do their stuff at the Salt River Fields at Talking Stick in Scottsdale, the same place as the Arizona Diamondbacks. Team seven, the Kansas City Royals. They're up at the Surprise Recreational Campus in Surprise. That sounds bootleg. I mean, I've never been there, but I don't know. It doesn't even have a fancy name to me. Team eight, the LA Angels. They meet at the Tempe Diablo Stadium. Now, this was the stadium that I went to in my my Tempe tour video. I'll post a link above. I actually went there. I didn't have a ticket. I just waltzed on in like I owned the place. Like, you know how I do. And no one asked me anything. I went down there by like the dugout and stuff. I panned around. The game hadn't started yet. They were just practicing. So it seemed really laid back. You know, and from what I've been told, going to these spring training games, that's the whole idea. It's real laid back. You get a more one-on-one experience with the players. They're more, chances are they'll autograph whatever you want. It just seems like a really nice laid back experience. Again, I've never actually been to one of these games. That reminds me, my sister-in-law and my brother for Christmas gave me a gift certificate to Pizzeria Bianco. It's that pizzeria I keep saying is like in the top 5 in the world. It's here in Phoenix. I've never been there. I have no excuse. They gave me a gift card. I still need to go there. So getting back to topic, the next team, team number 9, the LA Dodgers. They play at Camelback Ranch in Glendale. Was there another team? Yeah, the Chicago White Sox also play there. Team 10. Team 10. For you guys that watch YouTube, you know about Jake Paul. He calls his crew Team 10. So anyway, the 10th team on this list. We're not talking about Jake Paul here. The 10th team, the Milwaukee Brewers. They play at the Maryville Baseball Field in Phoenix. Maryville. Maryville, for those of you guys who don't know, that's not a nice neighborhood, okay? Don't go out there at night. That's my words of wisdom for you. Team 11. The Oakland Athletics. They play at the Ho-Ho-Com Stadium in Mesa. The Ho-Ho-Com Stadium in Mesa. Now, I actually drove by where the Oakland A's play. I could not believe how small that stadium was. It looks teeny weeny 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 when I drove past it on the highway. It must be old school. Let's see here. Team 12. The San Diego Padres. They play at the Peoria Sports Complex in Peoria. I used to drive by that area all the time when I lived in Avondale. And Team 13, the San Francisco Giants. They play at the Scottsdale Stadium in Scottsdale. Money. Number 14, the Seattle Mariners. They play at the Peoria Sports Complex in Peoria. And last but not least, Team 15 is the Texas Rangers. They play at the Surprise Recreational Campus in Surprise, the same place I made fun of that the Kansas City Royals play. So that's your list of the 15 teams that do their spring trainings in Arizona. Now, I've had people ask me in the comments why I'm always yelling and screaming, okay? I initially was not, how I do stay tuned until next time. I initially did not scream those things. But as time progressed and I did more and more videos, sometimes I'd get excited and start saying it louder, and I kind of like that. And I watch my videos once in a while, and the ones where I really go crazy with the yelling and screaming are the ones I like the best. So anyway, kind of like Crazy Eddie back in New York, if you're familiar, this guy was ranting and raving during commercials, and I really liked him. So I do that, for effect. If you guys don't like me yelling and screaming, don't watch the channels. I was about to say the movies. Like Casey Neistat, he says he always makes movies. These are just, anyway. Please like, subscribe, let me know below what other ideas do you have for videos on this channel. Till next time!